Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. It's not as hot as it was. We just got below 100 degrees. Now 99.7. I'll talk a little bit about the metabolism, I guess. So I changed up what I was eating slightly. I was eating 7,000 calories a day. But what I was eating was upsetting my stomach, and I was getting heartburn and indigestion and everything like that. So I changed it up, and I dropped my calories by 2,000. So now I'm getting 5,000 calories a day. Still eating a lot of food, a lot of volume, just not eating the amount of calories I was. Now, because my body is used to eating that many calories a day, it doesn't take much for me to start losing weight. It's been about 2 weeks and I'm down 10 pounds. Quick. 3,500 calories a pound, 2,000 pounds a day, 2,000 calories a day less than what I was eating. Yeah, it's gonna come off pretty quick, but your body's gonna adjust to it pretty quick too. You know, your body's adaptation rate's pretty fast. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, your body will adapt to a lot of stuff. So it's been 2 weeks, so I'm sure my metabolism's slowing down to around 5,000 calories. So I might get below 260, but I won't get much farther than probably 258 before it actually starts to slow down, because I'm also going to be increasing my food as well. And next week, it's Friday, July 7th, I think. So by Monday, I'll be increasing the amount of food that I'm eating, hopefully back up closer to 6,000. Maybe, I don't know. And that's going to help slow down the weight loss, because I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to eat to where I feel better. Performance, trying to keep it up. Eating a lot of rice and chicken, steak. But anyway, so whenever you get your metabolism up, a lot of people have the exact opposite problem. The problem most people have is like, well, if I eat anything, I gain weight. So they have to eat very, very, very little. And if they eat anything over what they're restricting themselves to, they gain weight. And they put fat back on quickly. It's because their metabolism isn't, it's not capable of keeping up, because they don't train their metabolism. What I mean by training it is, well, you have to stimulate yourself, right? You have to continuously eat a certain amount of calories to get your body used to that certain amount of calories, and you also have to use those calories, and you have to put them to work. You can't just have them and not use them. You have to have them to use them. If you're eating that much and you're not using them, of course, they're just going to sit and turn to fat. But if you know how many calories your body requires to use during the day with what you're doing, your activities, then you know how about your calorie needs and requirements. So as soon as you start going down, where you're still doing the same amount, you're going to lose weight quick and easy for a little bit of time. Then you'll adapt and your metabolism will slow down, or you'll lose muscle, or whatever, overall body weight. And it's the opposite for most people. The problem is they don't have the muscle mass, and they undereat. So when they overeat, they gain weight and they hold on to it because their metabolism is not capable. It's not fun eating that much food. It's not fun eating all the time. It's not enjoyable eating all the time. It's miserable and it sucks and takes up a lot of time. Cooking food, prepping food, eating food. It's all a long, just time-consuming activity to do. But if you want certain results, you have to produce certain... I don't even really know what to say with that one right there, but if you want certain results, you have to be able to perform certain tasks, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it gets tedious, it gets long, it gets tiring, it gets hard. You start just not wanting to do it. But if you really want to get something out of this, when you get to that point, that lets you know that you're getting somewhere. The harder it becomes, the more challenging it is, the further along you are. When you first start, it's easy, right? But as you get better, it has to become harder. The better you become, the harder it has to be. The bigger you get, the harder you have to train. The more your body metabolizes, the more food you have to eat. The more your body adapts, the more you have to change. It's never ending. It never becomes easier. It always becomes harder. It will always become harder no matter what. There is no easy day. The only easy day was yesterday. And every other day after that will become a little bit more difficult. A little bit more difficult, a little bit more difficult. It's just part of it. Some people like it. They like to deal with it. No, it's not like they like to deal with it. It's just they enjoy the process. They enjoy the journey. It's no longer misery to them because they've done it so long and they understand the benefits and the reward of the time and effort they put into it. I don't want to say sacrifice because it's not sacrifice. It's something you want. You're not sacrificing. You're gaining and getting closer to what you're wanting to achieve. So it's not a sacrifice. It's just a matter of being able to put all that work in to be able to get what you want. So when it comes to this, you get tired, you get full, you get hungry, you get exhausted, you get winded. The only easy day was yesterday. And if the day's hard, wait till tomorrow. And if you think that's hard, wait till the next day. And wait till the next day. And wait till the next day. And the next day. Until you hit your goal, it's going to be continuously harder. It has to be. It doesn't become easier the better you get. You have to get harder because if it becomes easier, then you're not. If it's easier, then you're not getting better. If you start off bench pressing 135 pounds and you get up to 225 pounds and that's difficult, you go back down to 135. Well, you're not getting any better. You have to lift heavier weights to become stronger. You have to eat more food to be able to get your metabolism up. You get used to a certain amount of food, you have to eat more. But the right kind of food. It's only going to become more difficult. To a certain extent, to a certain point. Not impossible, just difficult.